All right, guys. I have a couple of posts that I want to look at, but this one in particular I think is really important. This is from Dysonian on Spectrum, and he did or she did their homework. And check this out. So they went through and did some accidental crime stat metrics. And they went through and said the inventory of accidental crime stat situations, most common to more rare, just crazy amount of effort here. Dispelling the notion that there are a large amount of criminal players. I've sampled over 10 servers, and Gameplay 7 servers ranged from 79 to 100 players. And each time I entered a server, I cataloged how many players on the server were on the bounty list, CS3+. My general assumption is that players with a CS3+ are intentional criminals, as it takes the same effort to get that high. Not necessarily, because if you kill a guard, don't you end up with CS3? But Discovery, server 1, 2 players. So this is like all the group. Impact on group play and new players. Group play is a liability unless you are PvPing. Other players doing missions like bunkers, especially if they're inexperienced, can accumulate accidental crime stat and ruin the session. Yes. Proposed changes on ISC will only exacerbate these issues. So this is around the proposed changes to Security Post Korea and the overwhelmingly angry reaction to it. And as per usual, CIG did not provide all the information needed. And that is kind of the problem here, right? So this is the post. Let's go ahead to Robert Space Industries and go Development Dev Tracker. And we'll see that he should have made another response to it. Here we go. Hello, Dysonian, and all that have contributed here. I want to let you know that there are some major changes being tested right now, which would see players with up to CS2 no longer lawful to attack and allowed to land at all landing zones to pay off their fines. Also, all CS2s will be payable as fines. We're quite confident this will work out, but obviously reserve the right to change this if insurmountable issues are discovered. I'll go into more detail on these changes when we are absolutely certain. Also, we have been trying to repro some of the issues mentioned in this thread, and though we're not done testing, I can report that we have discovered the source of some of them. Innocent players can be charged if other players self-inflicted damage on their vehicles. Should be an easy fix. Innocent players aboard a ship containing criminals can press charges against bounty hunters who destroy the ship. Not an easy fix, but we have ideas. This is a big one. This is a crazy big one that causes a lot of problems. Criminals can press charges against civilians who snare them. Should be easy to fix. I love the easy to fix comment, because is anything easy to fix in Star Citizen? Ship debris will not clean up, causing possible destruction to other ships. We think this is likely the cause of Ghost Armistice Zone violations. The bug is logged on another team. The gunner of a vehicle can give a pilot a crime stat for attacking an AI vehicle, and was found to be only the assaulting an officer crime. Should be an easy fix. We have also discussed possible solutions to non-criminal criminals protecting bounties, and we have had a few promising ideas. I've read many of the suggestions made in this thread and others, and while ultimately we will never be able to understand the true intentions of players and create an infallible system, I appreciate it could be a lot better than it is now, and I hope to not be able to spend more time on it. I hope a lot better than it is now, and I hope to be able to spend a lot more time on it. There you go. So I think part of it there was that he didn't have a ton of time to spend on it, because I would imagine they were pretty stuck on Theaters of War type stuff. But here's like my kind of feelings on the subject is it had to go this way. And the fact that people thought that they would put the system in and that they wouldn't go this way is a really good example of the trust that we have in CIG to just like do things that make sense. And in this case, they were either fully planning on doing this or we're doing things that don't make sense, and then reacted to the community, and we're like, yeah, we're going to have to do something about that, right? So it's one of the two, but I'm glad we're here where we are. I believe these changes would be coming into 3.18 from my understandings in the previous discussion. So Security Post Correa is going to be the only place that you can remove your CS3 and above, which most likely you earned, and it wasn't accidental, right? And I think I have my own issues about it being Security Post Correa. I know what their intentions are. They want it to be this FPS PvP kind of haven, but I think that they've made a number of choices where it's going to be a 1,000 meter per second light fighter combat location. And they're going to be likely attacking players that may not be in a light fighter. So those are my thoughts that might possibly happen, but we'll never know until we get there. I think the intentions are good, especially seeing this. And I'm kind of curious what you guys think about it. The only thing that actually comes to mind right now is I believe it will still exist. If you are a player and, let's say, begin to cause harm to another player, let's say, for example, just casually shoot at a NPC or another player, you should immediately turn like gray, but you still, in this game, you turn red, where you should be able to be freely attacked. And that's the part that I'm not too sure about. We'll come back to the thread. There's some major changes being tested right now where we see players with CS2 no longer lawful to attack and allowed to land at landing zones to pay off their fines. What if you shoot at a player? Do you not become available to attack until you've killed another player? Should there be a grace period where if you did make a mistake, you are able to shoot at that player? And then, so let's give an example of, I decided I wanted to get stupid and shoot at Red Layer, who's in the chat, and I did some damage to a ship, but I didn't blow it up. Maybe I get a CS1 or a CS2 for that. And in this scenario, what's being said here is that I would not be able to be attacked. So I think yeah, like I'm assuming that the rules are the same, but I don't know because it sounds like they might be changing. But again, assuming the rules are the same, you should be able to shoot the player, but you might not be able to send them to jail. And they shouldn't be able to give you any sort of criminal rating either. Then, and it should be for like a 10-minute period or a 5-minute period of, and that should continue to reset every time they continue to do damage to people in the area that are lawful, right? And that's just kind of how I see it. But yeah, I'm kind of curious what you guys think. I'm really excited for the Security Post Correa thing because I think it's going to funnel people to one place. I'm just worried that it's going to be mostly ship combat when I think the intention is for it to be FPS combat, but we'll see. And yeah, again, curious what you guys think. This will most likely become a YouTube video. So as always, YouTube comments suck. I'm doing this live on Twitch. It's way easier to have a conversation with you guys here on Twitch, twitch.tv/SaltEMike, or on my Discord, discord.gg/SaltEMike. So stop by, say hi to YouTube, Twitch chat, and stop by, say hello. And yeah, if you're interested in one of these topics, maybe we'll discuss them with you on Twitch or in Discord. So thanks for watching, and yeah, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. And thanks for watching. Appreciate it.